few blocks up and had been abandoned, and the Sealy mattress factory that was no longer operating. It was strange, but one night, or it was early one morning, that there was a fire at our home and totally destroyed it. I remember that there was snow on the ground, and we were all out front in our pajamas and underwear. We were the first family that would be out of the way of the disintegration of our community. This was this community looked after each other. People will say it was a black community, but it was a mixed community. It may have been predominantly African American, but there was a mix of all different people. When it came through there, what was said to us later was that it was just a slum anyway. It wasn't. When this fire happened in 1957, my father was a railroad man, and he used to rent out some of the rooms in the house to other railroad men when they would end up in St. Paul, and other families when they were migrating from other places in the South. My mother came from Kansas, and as I've done our ancestry thing, I go back in the family tree to find out that her grandfather had been born in slavery. My mother's name was Lillian Parks. Her grandmother was 13 when her great-grandmother was 13 when John Park, who was 39, had a child who would be named Asbury. That was my mother's grandfather, my great-grandfather. And so to realize he was the slave master, and it was that close to our family. My mother would take me as a kid to Kansas to show us what the family home was like there. This was in the 50s, and they were still using an outhouse.